Are you somebody whose business is stagnant? Most entrepreneurs have stagnant periods in their business, but for most entrepreneurs, stagnant may feel like day to day or year to year. Hey, what it do, guys? It's your guy JFL Fred. Today, I'm gonna be giving you 5 tips to help you if your business is stagnant. And content creators, actors, directors, photographers, videographers, or whatever, this also applies to you. So pay attention, as well as business owners. The first step, I talked about this a little bit in another video that I shot, but y'all guys need to be reaching out to people. And what do I mean by that? Y'all need to be sending out a certain amount of emails every single month. Now for me, I send out anywhere between 15 emails a week to 35 emails a week. It really just depends on what my schedule is like. Also depends on, because sometimes I'm like everybody else, I'm a little lazy, okay? But you need to have a set number that you feel comfortable, that you feel like you can hit every single week or every single month, however you want to break it down. I break mine down in weekly goals, but you can break your downs in monthly goals if you do a lump sum of your work towards the end of the month or the beginning of the month. But you need to be emailing and reaching out to a certain amount of people. Now, I know some of y'all content creators are like, well, that's for business owners. Or I know some of y'all non-service-based businesses are like, well, that's only for service-based business. But it's not. And I'm going to tell you why. Because depending on what business you do, or if you're a creator, you need to be emailing different people a certain way, but you still need to be emailing. So if you're a content creator, you need to be sending emails out to potential businesses that you want to collab with, potential even videographers you want to collab with, or people that offer brand ambassador services. You need to be reaching out to them, and your emails need to look something like, hey, my name is Blasey Blase, and my outreach to people is this amount of number each month. I have this amount of engagement. I get this amount of likes, and I see that y'all guys offer a brand ambassador program, or I see y'all guys don't have an influencer or a content creator that is helping y'all promote y'all business. I want to see if we can set up a call and see if I can help y'all guys. You know, your email need to be consistent on some line of that. Most of y'all are depending on people to reach out to you. Most of y'all depending on people to come onto your social media, which that stuff will happen. But most of these brand people are checking their emails more consistently than they're checking their DMs, especially if they get spammed with DMs a lot. So you need to be sending out emails, because it may be something that they thought about, but they just never had nobody reach out to them. And they may have people reach out to them in a DM, but there's so much going on social media when you're a business owner and you're posting. And some business owners don't even post themselves, but they do probably check their emails themselves. For a product-based business, you need to be reaching out to potential people that you can network with, potential people you can vend with, or you need to be reaching out to people who can, like those content creators, promote your stuff. Now, if you're a business just starting out, I'm going to give you a quick tip, because a lot of these people do these things and you need to stop. If you only have anywhere between 5 to 1,000 followers, just give you a tip. If you want to send your product to somebody, please don't try to send it to Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Kai Cenat, the John Cena's, the Snoop Dogg's, because yes, those people have P.O. boxes, and yes, they may see it, and they may do an unreveal, they may not, they may wear it, but there's a lot of people that sending their stuff. And a lot of times they're looking for people that may have motion in their business, that if they, wear it, it'll help them too as well. So if you're not already kind of like set in stone where you got maybe the tens of thousands, 20,000, 100,000, don't send out to those people. How about if you want to get in those circles, send out to people like Kai Cenat's sister. Send stuff out to people like Zoe. Send stuff out to people like Zeddy. Send stuff out to people like Damo, who's affiliated with DDG. You want to send stuff out to those type people, because those people still have to reach that if they wear something, or they drink something, or they spray something, whatever your product is, if they use it or wear it and their supporters see it, they still have a strong enough support base that those people will come out and check it out. Now, granted, it won't be on the level of those higher, bigger people, but it'll actually help you instead of you trying to shoot for the stars and send out all these products. Now, yes, you still want to do that, because you never know, you may be the one that's blessed that, your product is unrevealed on a Kai Cenat stream. But if you want some consistent, traction, send it out to those people like I mentioned before. And if you're a product-based business, you kind of should already know what your email should consist of. But if you don't, I'm gonna give you something that I learned from Donnie Wiggins. So she talked about, making sure you provide value. So now what I do is when I make sure I send out an email, if I'm looking at a business that doesn't have a photographer or a videographer, and I can tell by the videos and the pictures, I say, hey, my name is Fred, co-owner of JFL Productions. I do photography and videography, and I see on your page, your website, wherever I, checked out, that you don't have professional photography, and I really think that with my skills, I can take photography a certain way for you and showcase your business in a different spotlight to help boost what you already have going on. If you are interested, let's set up a consultation call where we can talk and we can kind of go over some ideas and we can see if this actually works, right? Now, if they do have a photographer, but I see something they lack of, right? Like it was a company that I reached out to that hosts events, and they had a photographer and they had a videographer. So for me, I reached out to them because, again, I want to provide value. No matter what you do, when you email these people, you want to provide value. So what I did was I said, hey, my name is Fred. I'm co-owner of JFL Productions. I see that you have great photographer and great videographer already running your events, but I see you actually lack showing the crowd and their interactions and actually getting interactions with the crowd. So I was kind of thinking maybe we can set up a consultation call and I can kind of showcase to you of what I'm talking about as far as capturing that crowd audience. Now, you may get, nah, I'm cool, or hey, we actually were thinking about that. We already got somebody, but thank you. Or you may get, hey, I didn't actually even think about that. Or that was something that I was thinking about, but I just never had time to, get to it. Let's set up a call and let's see what you have to say. You're not always going to get a yes when you email to people, but the reason why is the same reason why if you didn't have a job and you needed a job, you would be going on Indeed and whatever other site you can find jobs on, and you'd be putting in 50 million. I'm just exaggerating, but you'd be putting in 50 million applications. And some applications you wouldn't even probably remember that you put in when they email you, and you would have to go back and check out and see what they are. Well, you need to be doing that same thing in your business. You need to be reaching out to people as much as you would be filling out applications on Indeed. And a lot of us, we're just so dependent on, oh, I got people with social media, but then we don't even follow up with those people. Or we DM them, but they're so busy posting themselves that they don't even see our DMs, because you got to think about it. When people mention you, when people tag you, when people, DM you, all those three things go to your DM. So you may send a DM, and by the time they actually open up their phone and check a DM, you're all the way at the bottom because they may have got tagged in a post, or they may have got mentioned, or whatever the case may be. So you want to email, because most business owners that are the business owners that you're trying to, work with, they check their email 9 out of 10 times first thing in the morning. Now, the second tip that you want to do, and again, none of these tips work if you don't actually do these things consistently. So don't be like, oh, I did this for 30 days and it didn't work. You need to be doing these things consistently. But the second tip is, and I also failed at this, you need to have some form of online store or some form of online product, aka e-commerce product. Now, again, if you're a creator, if you're an actor, you're a TikTok or whatever the case may be, this applies to you. Again, each person, though, is going to have different variations. So for me, I actually just met two people who went on my Instagram page and they said, hey, you're that guy who's co-owner of JFL Productions. And I said, yes. And both of them said, hey, we wanted to book you, but we didn't see a website in your bio, so we didn't click because we don't like reaching out to photographers that way because they may be busy. We may DM them, and by the time they see our DM, it's past the time, or we don't have enough time to sit down and set up. So I said, you know what? It's time for us to just get a website, because I'm probably losing a lot of money because I don't have some form of online product, which is my email, to set up a consultation call. If you're a content creator, TikToker, actor, whatever that case may be in that field, you need to have maybe a portfolio, and it showcase your work. It's some type of link where it showcases your portfolio and the work, and then you just have at the bottom where it says, if you would like to inquire me, set up a consultation call. If you're a business that sells product, you obviously need a website because you're not going to be able to reach people, and it may be people that's out of the state that you live in or out of the city that you can't drive to that want to buy your product, but they have no way, shape, or form. And I get it, websites can be expensive, but there's also some websites that's not that expensive. But whatever the case may be, you need to have some form of e-commerce product, whether you're a TikToker, whether you're a content creator, whether you're, a product-based business or you're a service-based business. Again, that e-commerce product is different. Like for a service-based business, the e-commerce product is the consultation. So you need to have some form of website. Now, the third thing that you need to be doing, and this is third because if you don't do the first one, this doesn't matter, right? The third thing is you need to be talking to as many people as possible until you get to a point where your business is talked about. So what I mean by that, you need to be going to a networking event at least bare minimum once a week. And I know for some of y'all guys, y'all work jobs, but whatever your off day is, you need to figure out when is going to be some type of networking event, or if it's some type of networking event that you can go to when you have off. I know some of y'all have kids, whatever the case may be, but it's ways that you can schedule the same way how you schedule going out with your friends, going to the club, going to the casino, whatever the case may be. You can set this aside and do that. And there's a lot of people nowadays that host networking events that get you that same nightlife life you want to go out and do with your friends and also networking. Like in Dallas, Co-Sign, he's really good at that. If you go to a Co-Sign networking event, you'll still get that same feel as going out in a nightlife with your friend, but you'll also get a lot of great business connections. So you need to be going out at least once a week, which is 4 times a month, because that's also going to help you with those people of getting emails and emailing those people and reaching out to those people. The fourth thing you need to be doing is have some type of referral. It's a lot of people out here. Listen to me. It's a lot of people out here that don't even make $5 more than what their paycheck is. Like literally, it's a lot of people out here that make nothing outside of what their set paycheck is. Now, for some of them, it's because they make a lot of money and they don't need. But for most people, it's because they either don't have the drive to start a business, they don't know what to do for a business, or they don't have the self-esteem for the business, right? Now, granted, you already probably get word of mouth, and you probably already have 2 to 3 to maybe 10 people that you know that if somebody said, hey, I need somebody to come and promote my business, or hey, I need somebody that has such and such product, or hey, I need somebody to take my photo or, clean my house, whatever your service is. You probably have those, 2, 3 to 10 people that will tag you and everything and share people out to you. But just imagine if you had a referral program where those same people that already tag you actually get a portion of that if they help bring in that clientele. They already go hard for you because they like you. Imagine if you actually paying them. Or imagine those people that you booked with before, that booked you or that networked with you or that bought a product from you, and you tell them, hey, if you bring people in, I'll give you a percentage, whatever that percentage is that you feel comfortable with to give out, that is nice for them, and you still make a profit. Imagine how many people would do that. A lot of people would just promote it even if they only made $20 extra a month. Like, I'm literally telling you, it's a lot of people that make $0 outside of their job, and you're giving them something where they can make anywhere between maybe $20 a month to $100 a month, depending on how much they do it. And they don't have to come up with the business. They don't have to operate the business. They don't have to ship anything. They don't have to go out and do anything. All they have to do is bring people to you. A lot of people would do that. And I know y'all like, Fred, that's cutting into my margin. I already have a small margin. I have a product that's $30 and I only make, $10 from it. You have to think about it like this. That's marketing that you don't have to come out of your pocket up front and pay. You pay on the back end. You have to look at it like that. When those people go out and bring you people, 9 out of 10 times, you probably wouldn't have had that person as a customer or work with that person if they didn't bring it. And if they did, if you were to work with them, it probably wouldn't have been right now. So you're literally getting after payment on marketing. You're literally spending marketing dollars that you don't have to come out of your pocket and pay up front. And you can have people go out, market, and then you pay afterwards. After you receive the money from the person, now you pay afterwards. So you're getting fronted money to then, spend back out, and you're still making it. Yeah, your profit margin may go from, you made $10 from your product to maybe $7 or $6 or $5, but that's still an extra $5 from somebody that you may not have got anyway. And what's extra compared to nothing? Extra is more. So I will offer some type of referral program no matter what your service is, even if you are a content creator. Hey, if you know somebody that's looking for an actor, or you know somebody that's looking for such and such, and if it's a paid role or whatever the case may be, I'll give you a percentage of what I make from that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will accept that deal. Number 5 is building that community. So those people who do buy from you and you do get an email, because everybody should be getting emails now because they have some form of, online, business, online product, like we kind of talked about with the website and the portfolio, whatever the case may be. When you do have these, emails, or you do have, these people numbers or whatever the case may be, you need to be sending them out a text. Rather, and you can have it set up where you send out something every 3 months, or you send out something, every month, or whatever the case may be. But you need to be sending out something to build your community, just telling these people, hey, it's been 3 months since, you booked with me, or it's been 3 months since you bought something. Just want to say thank you, or hey, just want to reach out to you and let you know that we're now kind of offering this. And the reason why I say that is because think of a lot of the big businesses. How many emails you get from Amazon? How many emails you get from Target? How many emails did you get from the president election race, right? You know what I'm saying? And you may not go on Amazon and Target every single time you get an email, but it's on top of your head. Like literally, I got an email from Amazon, just saying thank you on a purchase that I had recently bought. And I actually just broke my aux cord that plugs into my microphones, right? As you can see, I don't have no microphones. Y'all know I'm really big on my mic because I love the audio. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just go purchase this on Friday, when I get one of my invoices come in. And then I got the email from Amazon. I'm like, you know what? Let me actually purchase this now because I wanted to come because I like to do a lot of videos. And again, I'm really big on my audio. And I don't know if I want to wait until Friday to place the order, because then I probably won't get the product till Monday or Tuesday. And I'm probably going to make 3 more videos in that time frame. So let me order it now. That way I can possibly have it by Friday. So I use that as an example because look at like places like Shein. Like literally, my wife shops on Shein all the time because she gets an email about something that's going on at Shein, and then she goes on it and now she's shopping, right? So you need to be doing that with building your community. Those emails, those contacts that you do have, those people that booked you before, reach out to them. Just say, hey, thank you, or whatever the case may be. Inform them. Let them know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Give them, some form of community, some form of give back, and not just feeling like they're spending their money with you. And that's that. Build that community with them, because again, that'll lead to people saying, hey, I just, you need to go book such and such. You need to go buy this product from such and such. Or just imagine somebody's like, hey, I'm looking for X, Y, and Z, or I'm looking for a person that can do X, Y, and Z. And you sent them out an email that morning, and they're like, oh, actually, you know what? This place did this, and that. I got their stuff. It was good. Or I booked them, and they were great. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're on top of their mind versus before. You may be on their mind, but you may not be on top of their mind because they may be like, oh, well, you can find a photographer on Google if you just type in, or you can find a photographer on Instagram or da-da-da-da-da. Versus if you're sending out those emails, they may be like, oh, yeah, because now you're on top of their mind. Now, some people may, already do that, but there's some people that probably don't do that. But if you just build that community, they'll probably help you. Or worst case scenario, if they don't help you, just building that community brings those people back. I can almost guarantee you, if you start building that community, those people that buy from you once ever in a while, or those people who book you once in a while, they'll probably start coming back more because you're actually showing, hey, I'm trying to build with you. I'm not just trying to take your money, but I'm actually trying to build with you. And people love to feel not only wanted, but loved. And that's all you're doing, being genuine. You don't have to overdo it. I ain't saying send out an email every single day, because you will get blocked and people will start airing you out. But just say you do it once a month, or once every 3 months, like JFL, we're going to be sending out an email next week to everybody that booked us throughout the year. We're just going to be saying, a big thank you to all the people that booked us over the year, and that we simply, wish the best for them in this upcoming year and whatever it is that they're trying to pursue. Something sweet, something simple. And guess what? It's genuine, because I genuinely wish everybody a better 2025 than what it was in 2024. And if it was a good 2024, I'm wishing you an even better 2025. So these are my 5 tips of what I would do and what you should do if you feel like your business is stagnant.